So first of all, right now their front end is about $50. Their cart is about $50.
Mm-hmm.
So getting a $138 cart right off the bat, they're better.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we can get to or even surpass their current conversions, our fucking ROAS is gold.
Yeah, and this is heavy. Like I really noticed just from the video, and I'd love to read it again, like, you know, when you send me the link, but I really noticed the new cause element in this. Like it really stood out.
There's lots of new cause, actually.
Yeah, it really stood out, man.
Multiple levels of new cause.
Yeah,
I'll send it right here.
You changed the way I think about copy too, man, because before when I first started writing copy and I would read those long sales letters, like, you know, like a really long form sales letter or like an Agora sales letter. Back then I would read them and I would think to myself, how do people find so much to write? Right? I always thought like that to myself, but now you got me thinking new cause, mechanism, story, and putting the pieces together. And now I know I have more to write about.
If I only use mechanism and new cause as the two puzzle pieces that I weave throughout everything I write, I will convert.
Yeah. Amazing.
Just that.
Yeah. Amazing.
So they are, and that's not guessing either.
No, it's not guessing.
I know this. So what makes this different from a sales letter, from a typical sales letter? First of all, what do you see here that you would not see in a sales letter?
Well, right away, it feels like news-like.
Yeah,
right away.
Exactly.
The tone. That's what you fixed in my brain.
Tonality.
Yeah. You changed everything for me, bro. You got me thinking in tonality and essence and new cause and putting the pieces together. Not like what you did for me, it sharpened my instincts. It's like I felt like I was fighting. I put in, say, my couple thousand hours, and now I'm a fighter. That's what I feel like. Like the instincts are there now, you know?
Yep.
Not template based anymore, you know?
The truth about toenail aging. What's the number one reason your toenail beds and plates are eroding? We're very subtly inferring mechanism and new cause. Very subtly. Why?
Yeah, well, you're also provoking the curiosity, right, to get them to keep reading.
Yeah, dopamine for sure, but why?
Well, why? Because it's opening up, like you're breaking through resistance, right? You're breaking through the resistance of why everything else.
Absolutely, I'm having highly relatable mirror neuroning internal TLDR links, but so it's hitting the core one thing.
Yeah.
As well. That's the answer that I was looking for.
Right.
Why do your toenails get thicker instead of longer? That's another new cause.
Right.
Why can't I get my toenails to grow? Everything doesn't work.
Yeah.
The surgical steel forever sharp toenail clipping difference. The main thing in there, I'll just, without asking you, is just branding. Creating something that is a symbol and creates instant association with the brand.
Yes, love it.
This is inferring what?
Get smoother, help you wrap your toenails from the inside out. Well, you're inferring end result, right? Dopamine symbol.
Oh, it's all dopamine.
Yeah.
That's a given. All dopamine.
Dopamine
but
symbol.
that's once again inferring new cause, because inside out, I haven't done that. I'm doing outside. I'm doing all grooming hygiene.
Yeah. I love this breakdown, bro. This changes my brain with the way you do it, man, because before I just didn't really get advertorials. Like now I do, you know.
And then we're giving it toenail fungus because inside of your gut due to candida overgrowth. So now we give it a name.
Right.
Then we automatically are associating all those things with that symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I made a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right here, we're the idea of reassociating how people commonly think about, in this case, parts of their body, the toenails. Now we're creating a reassociation with toenails that they're giving you an insight into what's happening inside of your body instead of they're just falling apart.
Right.
This is definitely a heavy dopamine, putting it all together, heavy dopamine, imploring the new cause, setting the tone of the one thing, the framing of the piece.
Right. And the tone's still like news-like. I love that.
Exactly. And you know, when you don't have to, the symptoms are easily identified because you're always inferring that you are addressing the core. Everybody else just deals with the symptoms.
Right.
And these are just call outs, you know, things that are easily relatable. They've got one or all of them.
Right.
Now we have a specific doctor. He's out of Nashville. Well-spoken dude, seems pretty passionate. Mm-hmm. I still need to interview him, but I just want to get my fingers on the pulse of what he does to the numbers.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, having the authority spokesperson, you want to see it
exactly.
Or not, right?
Information out of an authoritative mouth is more well received than an average Joe who accidentally discovered blah blah blah.
Right. So
because that automatically triggers all the red flags of scam,
right? But quick question. So say he was good, and you're like, okay, now I want to test him in VSL format, and he's a spokesperson. What would the funnel map look like? Would it be advertorial?
I just changed the call to action.
Okay.
I can use all of this as long as it performs, as long as our engagement, hotspotting, click-throughs, conversions, all those are flowing. I can reutilize this in multiple ways with multiple offers, bundles, upsells.
Right. So if the call to action was click here to watch the video by Dr. David.
At the end, I would just put a screenshot of the VSL and click here because we won't be able to keep it up long. That's what he said.
Right. And then, so like the main question I have with that is like when they click through and they're watching the VSL, you're not getting their email until they go to the cart page then. Is that right? You don't care about the email?
No.
Okay.
Now, that said, I am going to run lead generation specific campaigns where I'm going to be testing forced advertorials, forced opt-in versus quizzes.
Okay.
Just for lead gen. And then we'll send them somewhere, but I'm not setting it up to get the conversion. I'm setting it up specific. I brought Sean on to do their email. He likes to do all the email shit.
Yeah.
So he's going to do the because I started writing all the email. I don't want to write the emails.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like to. I don't want to.
Exactly. I get it.
Not that I'm not good and they're not even easy. I just, even if it takes me 15 minutes, then, you know, I have to unplug, do something else. There's
leverage your time, man. Exactly.
So we would put the screenshot right here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
Click here to watch the video by
Or actually, I would take all the offer out.
Yeah.
All of this would be taken out.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would take that out. And then for a very limited time, we have a VSL or a video presentation of blah, blah, blah. Send them there.
Yeah, amazing.
So I want you to do one of these specifically for his addiction.
Yes.
For the female product.
Yes, exactly.
Off the top of your head, how would that be organized in your mind?
So the two angles, obviously, like news, but one would be, I would like the Cleopatra angle.
Okay. First of all, what's the tone?
So the tone is.
What does it feel like to you?
What it feels like to me is I want to give these women hope. Obviously, I want to give them hope, but I want to clearly illustrate the real reason why everything else is failing. So I want to have heavy new cause elements in there.
Heavy new cause, heavy mechanism is important in these. What's our new cause?
Yeah. So our new cause right now with this, in my the way I perceive it, would be women don't know how to reliably trigger dopamine over the long run, and they're triggering cortisol nonstop and they're repelling their man. They don't know how to trigger the loyalty switch, right? So everything else is failing because women.
So you're just going on the other side of dopamine in this sense, being cortisol. Two sides of the same coin. Dopamine is what you want to trigger. Cortisol is what you don't want to trigger.
Exactly. And so I'd have to think about it a little bit more, but why did everything else fail? Well, they're unknowingly doing this, but every other product out there isn't getting to the core of why men stay and what men even really want. Right? Like, how do you interpret that?
What a girl wants, what a girl needs.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Open up that link.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. News tone is part of the tonality equation. What's the other part of the tonality equation? What is going to be well received? So yes, cortisol is a part of the equation, but how are you going to communicate that without sounding like a condescending dick?
Right.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab another drink. Write me 3 headline, subheadline.
Okay.
Examples. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. What do you think of this so far? Is this way off or?
Too generic.
Too generic? Okay.
Where's the inference of mechanism? Where, like at a level, for and forever? Okay. Why do we always have to say forever? What is a more realistic way of describing what everybody wants out of a relationship without this forever bullshit?
Right.
Which actually sabotages, because what's the worst thing that you can do if you want a future together is to focus on the future together, because it takes you away from right now, which actually creates it. Shoot yourself in the foot.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd like to see how you would approach this, just to like unlock that part of my brain.
Science prove your man is emotionally distant because he doesn't know how to stop hiding. Now, that is definitely inferring the mechanism. He doesn't know how to stop hiding. I'm sorry, new cause, why everything else didn't work. Now, how do we make that mechanized? What would be your guess? Oh, and by the way, it also makes her the hero.
Yeah.
We all have a hero complex. Men, women, they all pronouns. We all have a hero complex.
Yeah. So see this part I just highlighted? If I could kind of rephrase this, would that infer mechanism?
That is more like a sales letter.
Okay.
Or a listicle.
Yeah, listicle, yeah. Yeah, I like it. Ties it into our VSL.
Well, this is a self-contained piece.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the VSL.
Yeah.
I'm just taking that element.
Yeah.
And what am I doing with it? I haven't finished the sentence, but what am I doing with it?
Well, you're inferring mechanism now, right?
Well, let's see. You made me forget. Hold on. So a little tropey, but used in a different way.
Yeah.
So right here, we're inferring that he needs your help.
Yeah.
The hero aspect. One man reveals the confession angle.
Yeah.
And why she thought it was her fault. So instead of sounding blaming or condescending, we're able to communicate the same thing without that tone. So we always have to tap into the essence of that tonality and allow it to come through us. That's one example. What would be another example of that?
Your man become No, I can't say that. That's it. What do you think of this? Is it still way off?
Hold on one sec. Okay. Much better.
Better? Yeah.
Yep. Why?
Yeah, or the tonality is more
Tonality is more news-like. It's softer.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be more easily received. So it doesn't matter how good a writing it is. If it's gonna trigger an emotion that turns me off, I can't receive it.
Yeah.
That, and then the re-spark, because that's what it really is. The spark's gone.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Yeah.
If he's lost interest or she's lost interest, the other one is feeling afraid, stressed. What would be underneath that? What's your sub headline?
Mm-hmm. Well, it tells you what reason.
And why he hides.
Yeah, and why he hides. Yeah, I like that. Perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah, you're bringing me closer to the essence and advertorial tone, right?
Yep.
That's why these sessions are so damn powerful, you know.
Now, your TLDR is a headline, and then every clickable link is a headline. That infers mechanism and new cause, that tells a story, that gets to the discovery, whatever it is. They are the organization, the template, not the template, the elementing of your piece. So what is this piece about?
What is the TLDR? What does that stand for?
Too long, didn't read.
Oh, too long, didn't read. Okay.
Yeah, it just lets you click, like you click it and it goes down to that part of the advertorial.
Oh yeah. It's the preview bullets that you use to kind of new cause it more and whatnot, right? Yeah. Summary it. Okay. Well, with that, obviously, you know, different parts I'd like to have would be talking about re-sparking, you know. The truth behind re-sparking.
So to me, the TLDR, this is kind of the crux of the framing of the conversation.
Yeah. And again, and I showed you the thing in Sex and the City while I was watching it today, and it was like so perfectly like a trigger to that woman because she went out to eat with her ex thinking she could rekindle it, right? And little did she find out that he was engaged, and he just like had that awkward conversation where he's like, look, Lori or whatever her name is, like, I wanted to tell you myself in person. And then she's like, right away, because she knows him better than this new girl, right? Because she was with him for so long. She's like, wait, like, you're committed? I thought you were afraid of committing. And then she said, you told me you never wanted to get married. How are you getting married now? It's like, what were you doing to me for the last few years? Were you stringing me along? Now you're married. You're engaged to this 24-year-old after just a few months. And it was like you're giving her everything you wouldn't even give me and told me you didn't want. What's going on? Am I the issue? You know, and it was such a trigger for her. And she walked out. It's such a big trigger, you know, explosive.
What's another one?
Why man can easily be so, but not you. Okay. Something about commitment. You know,
what's the difference between loyalty and commitment?
Not much. Not much. It's too similar in association. Something about X back. Resparking the honeymoon phase. Similar. New cause. The real reason why everything else you've tried isn't getting through to him. What do you think of that? Is it too blatant, new cause?
What's up?
What watching Netflix reveals about him. Okay, I like that. What do you think of the bottom one I put right here?
The couch effect. That's when you're sitting next to each other and you're a million miles away.
Yeah, he's not even listening. Something about attention.
Well, that's in the.
Oh, yes.
That's the umbrella. Just FYI, when I put these together, they very rarely stay the way that I start them. I move them around. I change the wording. I infer a different new cause, whatever.
Yeah.
But this helps you get organized in terms of what you're doing. So what story do you want to tell with this? You know what we did with the VSL.
Yeah.
You can take all of that organization and elementing and easily apply it. What's the only difference? Tonality.
Tonality.
Just like what we did right here with the headlines. You started out with salesy, listicle, then you finally touched upon that journalism tone and the softer approach in speaking with women. And not being a condescending male pig.
Yeah. That's huge. And that right there is the big, like, one of the greatest lessons they could ever get. I love that.
So I want you to keep working on that. We're going to shift our attention over here.
Yeah. And right here, I just kind of pre-framed like some sort of action, what you can do today to take control of your love life. What do you think of that? Too generic or good?
Hold on. Excuse me. Way too generic.
Okay.
Why be that generic when you can be very specific about using what's in the box?
Yeah.
Excuse me. And positioning it.
Yeah.
Just like we do for, if you imagine every one of these is a lead for a VSL, when they click down to that section, it should feel like the high water mark of emotion on a VSL.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense, bro. And yet, like, you have me doing that even when I watch movies now. Like, I don't even watch movies in the same way. Like, I'm always looking for high watermarks of emotion in every scene now. And one movie in particular that I think does it amazingly well is the end of the Zack Snyder's Justice League, the director's cut. The end is like a high watermark of emotion for every hero in an inspirational tone. And it's like so good that you could almost start crying for each one. It's like amazing, you know?
Interesting. I still need to watch the end of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies and it's a lot, you know, it takes a lot of fucking time to watch, bro. No worries.
Okay. Let me see if I go on TikTok. I'll bet you I'll see one of these ads. Everybody's doing them now.
What is it?
Huh. And there it is. And this, I saw this one earlier. From what I can tell, it's not working that well.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I'll put it in WhatsApp. Take a look at that.
Yeah, I'll take it right now. Well, what do you want me to watch? It went right to your profile.
It went to my profile?
Yeah, it says Mark Perchetti, follow, and then it has like all your videos. Like there's like 15 videos.
No.
I'll have a ball watching those later.
No.
Love it. Well, it's cool because even you like posting organic content, you're probably getting like feedback on what kind of stuff works just off like your, you know, personal videos.
I don't use TikTok for my own shit.
No, are you finding the like for running traffic to TikTok? Are you finding like a sweet spot in length, or have you noticed it doesn't really matter?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
under 20 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, okay. TikTok here on TikTok. Okay. Stuck at home and single, just do not message your best friend's ex. Give this app a go. New Dates has easygoing, adorable local matches.
Okay, so the whole point is there's pointing and messaging. That's it. No talking.
Yes.
So that means that you can take the same copy and apply it to different people on screen and vice versa. You can put different copy, or you can try so you can try the same copy with different people, and then you can do different copy with the same people.
Yeah.
So there's different ways of approaching it, and the testability factor is just through the roof.
Yeah, and you said that one's doing very well. Is that one beating everything?
That's I told you if I just pulled it up, I would get an example.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna get saturated, but right now it's cheap and effective.
Yeah.
So knowing that, we have messaging. Instead of voiceover script, it's just messaging. So like this. You don't need quotes.
Mm. Mm. And I really like what you told me about creating those reassociations. Like if you're in the friend zone or whatever, like what to do to, reassociate yourself, create a new frame. Yep. I do that so well with people like now, that I think about it.
So there's a woman on the screen and she's just trying to be relatable to women.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Mm-hmm. I like the loyal chemical, like the inference right there, because that's the biggest issue is they're not loyal, the men, The men just want to fuck and they don't trust them.
Generic and stupid. Just simple messaging. Yeah,
and it works though. It works. Like it seems generic, but I mean, like that hits the one thing, right? Like
it does, and again, we can be more specific, and that's the beauty of this whole thing. You can test. We can do 5 different lines for each video, and 5 different versions of each 5 different lines for each woman in each video. And who knows how many of them will work and how many of them will be scalable, because one of them at least will be.
Yeah.
What would be the male messaging?
There's one key reason why I always lose interest in women, or
get in the dock.
Okay, let me get back in there. Where is the freaking dock now, bro? One sec.
Did I not send it?
Did you not send that?
Oh, it's in Zoom. It should be in Zoom.
Okay. Yeah, you did. Okay. I'm going to do with I want to break through the new cause right here, It has nothing to do with looks.
Nothing. No.
Time spent together, or how much we text, or
Just imagine it on a TikTok ad, though. Yeah. On the TikTok ad, how was that gonna look?
Yeah, looks a little bit off.
It's too long.
Yeah, too long. Yeah,
it won't fit on the screen. Even this is bordering on too long for the concept.
Okay. One key reason I always lose interest in a relationship, and has nothing to do with
Do you see what I did in the long and short form?
Let me take a look. Let's say. Okay, long form. Have you ever sat next to your boyfriend or husband on the couch watching Netflix and he's always a million miles away? That's because his loyalty switch is turned off. Let me show you how to turn his loyalty switch back on so you're the only woman he's fantasizing about. Boom. Short form, 8-12 seconds. What if there was a button in your man's brain that made him instantly loyal? There is. Click or tap out to find more. Okay. Point videos. There's a reason he's always distant. He needs your help. He needs your help remembering your love. You can be the hero of your life story, triggering his loyal chemical. Restart. Yep. Love it.
Boom. 10 minutes. Ads that'll make us money.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see how I did it?
Yeah.
You just broke it down.
Yeah. I see it. Let's see.
We can take this copy, go to backstage.com, put it in the actress's hands and get auditions.
Yeah.
And be off to the races.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking quick, huh?
Yeah. No, incredible, bro. And that's what I love about TikTok ads is like we could just rapid fire like 100 of them, you know?
But I mean, 8 and 12 seconds. I mean, what if there's a way? What if there was a button in your man's brain that made him instantly loyal? There is. Clip or time to find out more. 8 seconds.
Love it. And obviously for women, and it depends, you know, it depends. Like there could be the handsome hunk that triggers some women to be like, wow, like it's like dopamine, and there's other girls that would be afraid.
Well, how about this? Male perspective.
I like that.
Boom. You see that?
Let me go back up one sec. Yep. Man's fantasized about other women, we all do. But what if I told you how my wife made sure she's the only woman I ever fantasize about? Click or tap to find out how you can trigger your. Yep, love it.
Why does that work?
Well, it works, because you're triggering the.
Well, fair. First, I'm confessing.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's universal.
Yeah.
And then what if your man can be different if you do this?
Yeah.
It happened to me. That's the inference.
Yeah.
That's why it works. So I want you to write another 5 ads. I'm sorry, 5 from each perspective.
I will.
So the total exercise shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes.
No, by all means, yep.
And then structure and start working on your Salesvertorial.
Yep.
And let's get that ready to go.
Okay.
And then we'll work on that when we'll polish it up on Thursday.
Yeah, sounds good, brother. Perfect.
I got to get ready for another call. So I kind of got to split a little early, but do you see the power of this? I mean, these people down in LA, they're paying me gobs of money for something that I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, another reason is because you have this insane grasp of mechanism and new cause and being specific and hitting high watermarks. Most copywriters will never even learn that, right? Because you're not learning that.
That's why I say if that's the only thing you focus on, you're going to be better than 99% of everybody out there.
Yeah, yeah, and it is. It changed my brain. That's all I think about now is mechanism, new cause, putting the piece together. What are the high watermarks of emotion? How not to be generic? How to hit it specifically? Like you changed my thought process, the engine. You know, I love it.
All right, work on that shit, and that's awesome. And it's just going to keep getting better because the more you put in your reps into this shit and start exploring all these different ways of executing,
yeah,
it just becomes infinitely easier and faster, and you see more.
Yeah.
And you're able to simplify more into less so that I only hear what I need to do what I need to do.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Ping me when you got it so I can maybe, if you have it, so I can go through it before we talk so that we can also hit, because I also wanted to do the mail side, but we'll do that on the mail side. If you have the time, take this concept and apply it to the be her addiction.
Yeah.
If not, no worries.
Yeah, sounds good.
What do you think?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm down, bro. This is what I do all day, so no problem at all. I love it, and yeah, I'll have a lot done by Thursday or by our next call. So,
go through the VSL copy. We need to submit it to Kyle and Thomas at ClickBank.
Okay, sounds good. I think there's only a little bit
before I do any voiceover, any of that shit, it has to be approved.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's get the polishing done on that, and then so a lot will be happening simultaneously, and then we got to be we're doing the learning stuff, the discovery stuff still, and we got to be moving on in terms of being the business owners that are putting this product out there.
Yeah, no problem. Executing fast. I love it.
Fuck yeah. All right, man. Hit me up later when you with the links.
All right, bro. Sounds good. Have a good night. Thank you.
You too. Bye.